10K podcast, episode 10, whatever, dude. To get fucking right into it. Dude, Punchy Girls, what's up? Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Dragon and Nighthawk, whatever you want to be called.
Dragon and Nighthawk.
Dragon Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Dragon, Night. I don't know if that's... Okay. Where is that even from?
What? Karate in the basement.
Karate in the basement. Okay, you've used this a lot. What the hell is Karate in the Basement even from? We're already starting as fast as hell.
We can't. Do we tell where it's from?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Step Brothers. When Will Ferrell and what's his name become friends, when they become friends, they say, Will Ferrell says, "Do you want to do karate in the basement?" And then the other guy says, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
And so when we say, do you want to do karate in the basement, it's code for let's run to a different room and take lots of shots.
Yeah.
And you always have to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like non-negotiable.
Yeah, you just...
Okay, because the way you first explained it is also, your claim to fame on the podcast already from like 3 podcasts ago, where I talked about my almost friends who punched each other in the face at a party.
Okay.
Let's calm down with the F word, all right?
Did we just get off the podcast, okay?
Yeah, just end.
It's that easy? It's that easy? Oh my god.
We could. Okay.
Alright, we're good now.
We're good.
Okay. You just said you had some story or something you wanted to share from recently. Like, I usually start this, like, what's going on recently? Like, you have something interesting last night? Yeah.
I didn't... Okay, so I haven't eaten really for, like, 2 days because... I came on Thursday and I was moving in all day and I was really stressed out, so I didn't eat anything, but I got really drunk. And then yesterday, I just ate peanut butter because we didn't have any food in the house. I'm living at a sorority house.
Classic college stuff.
Then I just came and I took a lot of, not even that many shots. I took like 4 shots.
I don't even know if it was 4 shots.
5 shots. I took 5 shots.
Know.
And then I had like seltzers, a couple seltzers, and 3 ices.
Maybe.
When I say it out loud, it sounds like a decent amount of alcohol.
It's like not.
But not for me.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. And I did a lot of things.
Yeah.
I threw up in the sink.
Yeah.
But I didn't
She left the door open as she was doing this too.
Okay, very nice.
And Amber's sitting on this very couch, just staring at Izzie as she hurls into the sink. And Izzie's like, I'm fine. I don't need to go to the bathroom.
Apparently, Sloane asked if I wanted to go to the toilet and throw up there, and I said, no, I'm fine.
It's
and just continued to throw up in the sink.
Yeah, couple other highlights from the night. Took a full seltzer, flipped it upside down, and just like let it spill. Just on the floor.
What was the context there? Or you just felt like it?
There was none.
Okay, so you
none.
just flipped a can and were like, oh, this is funny, it's pouring.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. Amber comes over, there's just a huge puddle on the floor because no one was in the room when she did it.
Oh my god.
I stole somebody's seaweed, and then I insisted that I brought it from home. I brought it here, even though I clearly opened a new package and took one out.
We flashed our window.
But that was like before I think the drunk hit. No, that wasn't.
No,
that
because
was
that was around the time you said, I just need to know what kind of lady is drinking my burrito. Super don't know what that means.
I knew what it meant as a child. It does sound like sexual. I don't think I meant it in a sexual way.
Maybe,
but
though.
It's a great thing of being drunk or, being the sober one among drunk people, of just hearing absolute cryptic bullshit that in the morning you just have to go, what is happening? Like, what does this even mean? And they don't know, but it made sense to them at the time.
Yeah. I don't think she even knew, though.
I didn't know what I meant.
She kept going, I know what I meant, but, like, not explaining it.
I definitely didn't know what I meant. I definitely didn't know. I ate some rice with ranch.
We ate a lot of ranch last night.
A lot of ranch.
Okay, that's... I hate that as well.
What time was all of this?
So oh, yeah. 9 o'clock to Izzie was 11 p.m. Fully announced it to the room. Someone was like, what time is it? Lizzie...
Liz, new people.
Izzie goes 11:15 with the most confidence in the world. Looks at her phone, like checks it, and she's like, "Yeah." And we look at our phones. It's like 9:08.
Yeah, but she said it with confidence, and you almost didn't check it. So like she was
Yeah.
halfway there.
That's what I do though. I say like the wrong answers with just complete
Oh yeah,
confidence.
no, Alina comes up to me, our roommate. Alina comes up to me today and she's like, Izzie just said things to me last night and like I just trusted her. Like it was like absolute bullshit. For sure. I don't know what you said to her.
I don't know what I said.
I wasn't there.
It's just repressed at this point. Well, okay, so is this a common thing though? Just like
No, but I wasn't even.
Okay, our theory is that it's because she was like comfortable with the people that were here.
Right.
And so she didn't like have to be put together when she was drunk. So she just like let it all out.
So we have to have at least one stranger.
Yeah.
One
Or
stranger.
a guy. I
Or
think.
a guy.
Yeah.
Just something.
Like to direct your flirtatious energy into.
It was a little weird, but we're fine now.
Yeah.
But anyways, I like get real flirty when I'm drunk, and then there was no place to direct that energy, so I think I just became like reckless. Maybe
It wasn't reckless.
it wasn't reckless.
It was just monstrous.
I felt really bad, but so I bought them more chicken nuggets. So we're cool now.
you're
Yeah.
right. That's all it takes. Equivalent exchange. After a bad night, you puked in their sink. You told them just horribly cryptic
I
bullshit.
didn't clean it out. I just ran the water
For like
20.
a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Izzie at one point dropped a tortilla chip, looks at it. Alyssa and me look at each other like, oh no. She looks down at the ground and just stomps it.
Oh, okay.
Like, God damn it, Izzie.
Was this before or after tipping over the seltzer? Because if it's like after, I don't blame her, dude. She was like, I'm ruining this apartment. I don't care, dude. Crunch.
I'm so sorry.
Soak up that seltzer for you.
Oh yeah, she's angrily like stuffing bread into her mouth and she's like, it'll absorb the alcohol, I swear.
Okay.
I'm not normally that messy.
No.
No.
Not
I'm sorry.
normally that, because the
How
other
was your night?
times.
Did you do anything fun?
Recently, God no. I mean, even the time I hung out with Sloane was not fun, Your Honor. Ah ha 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 ha. Got
2
her ass.
days ago?
That's so mean.
we look. That was just like that was just incredibly lame for a 20-minute drive to Ann Arbor just to you know
20 minutes.
drinking Smirnoff Ices in the apartment.
I forgot a lot of that night, to be fair.
Uh huh.
Jordan was here. 20 minutes isn't a long
Did you talk to Jordan at all?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Who?
I wish you had. I think that would be a funny
Now we
interaction.
should play the 50s music.
What?
When did I leave?
I don't know. I just remember talking to Dom in the hallway for a minute.
That was before I
I
left. Like I was trying to leave, and then like 30 minutes later, I was sitting on the ground back inside your apartment. I was like, "Wait, I'm gonna actually leave now."
I'm with you though. I feel like we just end up having a very long conversation with each other, and I don't know why it happens.
I don't know. Either way, you told me to ask about a certain thing known as Carilla's apartment.
Kirill's apartment.
Kirill.
Sorry.
Okay, I didn't look at it. My bad.
Would you like to start that story?
Okay, I'll start
Yeah,
the
you
story.
start the
I'll start the story. You take over whenever you feel you need.
This story
So,
really
Kirill?
doesn't prove that you're not usually messy.
This is just Sloane is the messy one in this story. Okay, so Kirill,
The messy
we're a mess. Let's just start. So Kirill was in Sloane's math class last year, and he was having a birthday party.
birthday
We didn't
party.
know it was
He
birthday
goes,
party.
come to this party, and we're like, for sure, it's his birthday party.
Yeah.
We felt weird about that.
But we show up, and Kirill was a junior. I guess he'd be a senior now.
Yeah.
So all of his friends are like 21, and we're like these freshmen who don't know how to hold our alcohol and don't know how to drink properly.
Mhm.
And so we always take shots before we leave. And so we take like 4 or 5 shots of Bacardi. That's what we usually do
Yeah.
before we head out. And we get there, and the
We
first
also
thing
drank a shit ton of wine that night, and it was like rancid wine.
it was old wine. It was old wine. Yeah, that was
You're
that was
pre-gaming on like
tasty.
boxed wine before you go out to some random dude's like birthday party. Fantastic.
And we
Continue.
show up, and the first thing that him and his friends do, they say, "Do you want to take shots?" And we go, "Of course, of course we want to take shots." So we take like a shot. We get vodka, we get tequila, we get Jack Daniels. We just
'Cause-
get like
Because we're like 2 of the only females at this birthday party.
Yeah, and
so
we're like,
I just keep
handing us shots. They're like, just take shots. And we
like,
were also like, because it was his friends there, we were dressed for a party, and his friends were dressed as like a hangout, which also wasn't
that was uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
for us.
Yikes.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was brought in like the town whores.
Yes, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Anyway, we're taking a bunch of shots, and eventually the party moves out to like the pool area. I'm really
Mhm.
surprised we ended up in the pool.
Yes, Sam. I
I'm
don't.
real surprised
yeah.
about that. It was cold.
No, it wasn't.
I wore a jacket. I never got that jacket back. Anyways, so we go outside and we're playing beer pong, and Sloane and I are killing it. I actually don't remember if we were killing it,
No, we were because we were very impressed with ourselves.
but we were very drunk. And Sloane looks at me, she goes, "I'm gonna throw up." And I said, "Okay, hold your shit together." And I walk her inside, and we make it to the bathroom, and she gets everything in the toilet. And I'm standing there next to her. I'm like, "You are such a dog. You are the best. You are a champ. Like, okay, you just take your time, you rinse your mouth out, and then we're gonna head back out and drink some more and pretend like nothing happened." So she does that. We go back outside, and then I think we keep playing beer pong,
Yeah,
we keep
But
drinking.
eventually
The police show up. And
Okay.
everybody there bit trouble because of the noise complaints and everything, and they're not supposed to be having like a party.
Mhm.
But they're all one.
Yeah, so we're
we
like,
are
"Fuck."
18, 19, and we're the only underage people, like, we gotta go. So we're walking back to Kirill's room, and there are police officers talking to him at his door. So we go down to the basement. We go in the stairwell, and we go down to the basement, and this is where shit hits the fan. This is the worst. Okay. So I'm sitting there. Sloane is not doing well. Sloane,
I'm like slumped.
between her knees, like, not doing well. And she's like, "I have to throw up." I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna go to the bathroom." Before that sentence even leaves my mouth, she throws up the most alcohol I've ever seen leave a person's body.
It
Just
was an
right,
exorcism. It was an exorcism.
right on the floor in the basement. Just a giant, like a 5x5 puddle of vomit.
It looked like someone just like spilt their jungle juice just all on the floor.
It was nasty.
Horrendous.
And I'm like, "Okay, so you're not doing well. We need to get home." So
I think you called an Uber. at
I
that
called an Uber at this point, and I go, "I have to throw up." And Sloane points to her puddle of vomit
point. I go,
and
"That's
says, "Throw up there." And I do that. I yak on her yak. And just, eventually, I, to this day, do not know how we got back to my dorm.
I didn't think we were at her dorm. I thought we were still at Kirill's apartment.
There's like a
Did not
distinct
process.
memory of being in the basement, and then there's a distinct memory
Of waking up in South Quad's bathroom. Those are
Okay.
the only 2 memories.
At around 2:30 in the morning, we're sitting in the bathroom. Sloane locks herself in the bathroom, so I crawl underneath the stall to
Oh
unlock
my
it.
god.
And I go sit in a stall next to her, and I'm like, "I should order pizza."
Yeah.
So 2:30.
We were
I
so
have-
excited for this pizza too.
But I was aware I didn't pay with a card. I said cash. I had no cash. So I get a text at around like 2:45 that the pizza's here. And they go, like, "I'm here." They text
like
me.
pizza.
And
then-
I send, "I love you." And I forget the pizza.
we never.
We never go down to get the pizza.
I'm pretty sure it's from ordering from
I
Kai.
have not ordered from them since, because I guarantee I'm like blacklisted. I never. Anyways, so eventually I am woken up by a girl, I still don't know who. It's about, I think, 4:30.
I have no idea.
It's about 4:30, and I get woken up, and a girl says to me, I was told to come check on you. And I was like, okay.
An
No,
RA just came to your rescue, like, hey, bathroom girl, are you still?
She's like, are you okay? And I was like, I pretend like I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, my friend, you are past.
Sleeping.
I was like, I'm just making sure my friend is okay. I'm doing fine. I was passed out on the bathroom floor. And so I wake Sloane up after this person leaves. And so it's like, I have to go back to Fletcher.
That's my dorm. That's
It's like an-
absurdly out of the way.
So out of the way. And I'm like, no, I'm going to sleep on my floor. You're going to sleep in my bed. We're just going to go back to my room. My room is like literally 20 feet away. So close. And she goes, no, I need to go back to Fletcher. I make it back to my dorm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, everything was fine. Apparently we ran into somebody in the hallway who was in my English class. And she goes, hi, like I saw you last night. And I was like,
No, you didn't.
no, you didn't. And she goes, is your friend okay? And I was like,
no.
yeah, she's good. I was like, what did I say to you exactly? Like, what happened? So apparently I was standing on the wall outside the bathroom. Sloane was sitting with her on the ground with her head between her knees.
Mm-hmm.
And she came over and she asked if we were okay. And I completely soberly said, yeah, she's fine. I got it under control. I have no recollection of seeing this girl saying any of that. But I am very under control, blackout drunk.
Not yesterday.
Not yesterday. Not yesterday. But typically I am.
Yeah.
I feel like the structure of your like getting fucked up story and then just, happened to being saved in the bathroom and talking to people that you like apparently saw you but didn't is like very common, at least because I've heard at least one from Dimitri. I have a few of just like calm down, of like just you're at some place, all of a sudden you're at a new place, then the next day you're talking to someone that like remembers more about you than you did, and you're like, even with like the fuzzy bit of memory I have and other people telling me what happened, I still don't remember how or when I could have met you, but they already know too much about the night for you to like back out. But whatever, dude. Oh, what?
Dramatic, especially because like I'm a runner.
Oh my god.
So like I'll just end up in a different location from everyone else.
So
Oh
like,
my god.
welcome week. We went out to one of the frats here, DKI, and it's raining, and I had already left.
No.
I had already left. Do you want me to tell? Sloane went to this frat in sweatpants and a tank top because she didn't feel like getting dressed up, like looking like whatever girls are supposed to. My hands look funny.
Okay.
Anyways, so she was wearing sweatpants, and naturally,
Don't say that part. No. Don't say that part.
I have to say that part.
Go for it. I need to hear it now.
Got really, really hot in the frat because obviously you're wearing sweatpants and there are like so many people.
Yeah.
Sloane tries to take off her shirt. She's wearing a bra, which is like not even that weird to like just wear a fancy bra out. But
It wasn't a fancy.
It was a
bra, 'cause I
t-shirt
was
bra.
Okay.
Sweatpants and a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt, and she got really hot, and she's like, I need to take my shirt off. I fight with this girl for 10 minutes trying to keep her shirt on. I'm like, Sloane, you cannot take it off. You cannot take it off. Leave it on. Sloane takes off her shirt, and no boy talks to her for the rest of the night. Because who wants to be the guy who was talking to the girl who was drunk enough to take off her shirt?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like getting pissed about it. I was like, God damn it!
You actually blacklisted yourself. Like,
Well, I'm not blacklisted.
No. I got blacklisted, but that's a different story.
oh,
We can't tell that one.
Oh no, we can't tell
We
that
can't
story.
tell that story.
That story's off limits.
okay.
Anyway, so I leave. I think to see Johnny.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Last year.
Get on.
Anyways, Sloane. This is only what I heard from my friend. Sloane decides she doesn't want to be at the frat anymore. She
done.
wants to go home. And I was there with my friend Emily and this other girl Jade. And so Sloane tries to leave, but Sloane's a runner. So it's pouring outside, and Sloane just takes off running,
Like sprint running.
without her shirt.
Look, Forrest Gump just wanted to go home, alright? Let her go, you know?
Just wasn't on.
Not at that point.
And my poor friend Emily, who I met at orientation, it was still welcome, we weren't even that close, had to chase after her because before I left, I said, please make sure she gets home safely. And Emily chased after Sloane in the rain. Just
for like probably a mile and a half. To be honest.
Oh my god.
she followed you back to Fletcher?
Yeah.
And she lives in a dorm like on the other side
It's
of
on like
campus.
South Campus, and like all the frats are on like this part of it.
I understand Ann Arbor.
Is like rats, and then Sloane is down here.
Yeah.
Like to the campus. So yeah. That was good.
I love that, like, there's 3 ideas of this, right? There's Izzie at the party going, hope she makes it home. There's then Sloane running for her life, thinking she's being chased, probably, in the rain, like, I just gotta make it home. And then there's Jade, who's like,
Emily.
Emily was running.
Yeah.
Emily was like, who the hell did I meet, dude? What is wrong with these people? And why am I going through with this? As she's chasing you for a mile and a half.
She's too nice.
Yeah, that was bad. I feel really bad about that.
But she wasn't mad about it. She
happened
was glad.
multiple times though. There's been like nights where we'll like have the greatest intentions to like stay together, and we're like,
You never
for
say.
sure, we'll be together both night, 100%. And then,
Halloween.
yeah, that's what I'm telling. So Halloween, we're supposed to go to a frat, but like the 2 frats next to each other have like the same name. So like, how am I supposed
One
to know?
is Theta Chi and one is Theta Xi.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
what the
on
fuck?
me. But so we're like walking, and I'm like, I see it. So I start running into the frat, and you guys, Tatum and
yeah.
Izzie, are like, no, that's not it. Incorrect.
That's the wrong one.
And I'm like, no, that's it. And I'm still sprinting. I go into the frat. They like have their night, do whatever.
Yeah.
It like hours pass. I'm talking, it's probably like 2 a.m. at this point, and I'm wandering the streets, and we run into each other at Pizza Hut.
No, because how our night went,
You
we
just
ended
left
up
her?
going to
She just.
other
I'm sorry.
friends.
Hold up.
We left her because we tried. When Sloane runs away,
It's fast.
it's
very
fast, and you cannot talk her out of doing anything. We have tried so many times to talk her out of going where she's going. Just never gonna happen.
She then
Never
spent hours
she always
in the
makes it
house,
back.
directly next to you, and you're like, nah, man, she's gonna run. What can I do? Can't be stopped.
Sometimes you just gotta be alone.
Yeah, she's fine. So we end up at this other frat, and it's the night's closing out, and we're like at this frat because it's like unaffiliated or whatever. They serve hard alcohol, and
Okay.
so we go behind the bar before we head to Pizza House, and we take a handle of alcohol,
Mhm.
and we, without a lid on it, we walk to Pizza House with this open bottle of vodka and sit at the Pizza House bar with the open handle on our lap.
And then the pin numbers.
And out of nowhere, we see Sloane walk through the door like magic. We are sitting there. We had just ordered pizza. I'm calling the bartender Peter Pan. The entire time. That poor man. I kept yelling.
And he's like, Peter Pan.
I kept calling him Peter Pan Pizza. It was just not my best. But in comes Sloane, and then she
Also,
stays.
wait, important side note, it's Tatum's birthday
Yeah.
this night, so I'm like, I feel bad.
Okay.
So we're sitting there, and Sloane apparently has to leave again. But she's like, I want to pay for Tatum's. I want to pay for your pizza because it's your birthday. So she leaves her card, but it's a debit card. And so she walks out of the building screaming her PIN number at us as she's leaving the restaurant.
Like multiple times.
She's just screaming the numbers at us. And we're like, what? Like, like we can't hear you. Yeah. But see, she's always okay. She always makes it back just fine.
I get fair enough. Like she just
Yeah.
appeared at the end of the night, and you're like, see that I knew it would happen. I knew.
I knew it was gonna be okay. It was gonna be great.
Elizabeth's funny.
I also like The only thing in my mind while you're telling me all this and telling me that you called the bartender Peter Pan Pizza is I was like, yeah, Sloane looks a little bit like the girl from like Peter Pan. So I guess there's a joke there somewhere. I don't got it though.
You look like Wendy. Congratulations.
And Wendy's a 2D animated character.
I would love to be a 2D animated
Who
character.
wouldn't? That would be great. No worries.
What would you be on? What would you be or in? What would you be on or in?
Correct.
I'd be Shrek, but like the donkey that turns into the fancy horse. You know?
Donkey.
Oh, what's that character?
No, but we
Donkey does that.
Yeah, I know Donkey does
He
that.
turns into the pretty horse.
Yeah.
And Shrek 2. That's Shrek 2.
Because listen,
Yes.
I was ugly for a long time.
And now you're the pretty horse?
Yeah.
I would call myself a pretty horse.
I would call Sloane a pretty horse as well.
Okay, well,
Pretty horse days. You have your donkey days.
I have my donkey days
It
too.
goes back and forth.
Yeah.
is that just now the new levels of donkey days and pretty horse days? Because even then, that's pretty rough,
He
dude.
does.
What?
Dom, you kind of look like Captain Hook.
Yeah. Like a little
Captain Hook, dude?
bit. Yeah.
Let me just find an alligator real quick. Like, how?
hair.
The hair.
The heck?
It's the hair.
Hook hand.
Well, now
Yeah.
I'm
Do
going
you
bald.
have a hook hand?
Do I what? No, well, not
You have a
recently.
hook here?
Not recently, no. So sorry about that.
Does it
Did
grow
you in the
back?
past?
Yeah. What?
It was a surgery. I don't want to talk about it here. It's kind of personal. But yeah.
It's
Anyways.
That seems like a serious thing.
You can't have surgery to replace
But you
someone.
both really picked Shrek of like everything out there.
Animated movies?
Shrek.
I would
Excuse
be.
me?
I don't know who I would be in that movie.
Actually, you know,
I'd be one of the 3 blind mice, maybe.
You're either the 3 blind mice or like the fairy godmother that just started belting.
you- was a
oh,
bitch.
no, I kind of loved her for being a bitch, though.
Exactly.
Like, she's
She was
kind of
iconic.
a bad-
She hurt Shrek and Fiona though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
she was
they're
like
not, like-
sick.
Nah, they're meh. They're not like endgame
She did it for
couple.
her son.
She
Prince Charming.
just wanted her son to have a good life.
Yeah, dude. She was just hooking up the homie. Come on. We got freaking. You want to tell the story about whatever the worm is, which is the only words you told me?
Yes. Yes. This is also the night that
I can't tell this story because I don't remember this story.
This
Seems
is a
pretty
great
common.
story. This is a great story because this is also the night that you got the text at 4 a.m. saying, "Come get your dog."
That was also.
Get on
This
with
has
it.
a
Get on
lot of
with it.
parts
Share.
to
Share.
This has a lot of parts to it.
Okay. So we start off the night. I'm gonna start by saying I was on antibiotics. Did
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Antibiotics. You know, PSA: don't drink on them. Drink a little bit, but less than you usually
Yeah, it's
do.
like a fun little bonus.
It's like a bonus, but just be
Drink
very aware.
responsibly and only if you're, above the legal drinking age, Your Honor. I would never do it. I hate drinking and anything that's not legal. Go ahead.
Same.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyways.
At the time of this, you're
So-
both 21, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah. It was just my 21st birthday, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm on antibiotics. We're still drinking. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink tonight because I'm on antibiotics. And then I go over to Sloane's and I'm like, I should drink because it's a Thursday night.
yeah.
You got-
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday, you gotta drink. So we go to our favorite frat.
Because we have buddies there.
We got one buddy. We got a couple buddies.
Fuck is that?
Somebody
The fact you
fucking-
can't figure it out tells me you might have a buddy. Go ahead.
We have a buddy, Bradley,
Yeah.
who we love to see.
We love him to pieces.
So we go to Chi-Fi and we are hammered. I think we stopped by other frats on the way. I do not remember
I
them.
don't know.
But we go to Chi-Fi and we are hammered. And there is a guy there, Nick.
I don't think we should tell that part.
No, but that's why I go.
Oh, yeah, fair. Okay.
I am hammered and I leave the room. I leave the dance room and I go upstairs to smoke with Nick.
Okay.
But so the point of view that you're getting is what I've heard from our friend Tatum, who is also with us.
Okay.
Sloane is very, very drunk.
Mm-hmm.
She is drunk that I have never seen on her before because of what she does. Everybody, Sloane clears
This is bad. This is really bad.
Sloane is in the dance floor and she clears a circle,
Like
for
a large
a
circle.
large circle for herself in the dance floor.
Oh no.
Clears it out of the way, and she decides on the disgusting frat floor, which you should never ever be on.
Never.
She wants to do the worm. So she gets on the floor and she does. She can't do the worm. She can't.
She doesn't even know the worm, so she's just throwing herself on the floor.
She does half a worm and then just
Lays
lays there, and then she flips over on her back and sits there in a star.
She fucking bearskin rugged in the middle of the fraternity house.
Everybody is
Everyone just like stops dancing and they're just like
staring at her because somebody would think something was wrong.
yeah.
Like,
Nothing was.
Nothing
That
was.
was fun.
Tatum and our
Well-
friend Bradley run over and pull Sloane's like limp body off of the dance floor. She is completely limp, and they drag her off. And what does Sloane do? She runs away.
Of course.
She runs away.
Fast girl.
Fast girl, dense girl. All she knows is half a worm, run, drink alcohol. What else is there?
Let's
What-
hold that.
You're iconic for like 3 things.
Yeah, that's it though.
Being dense, running,
yeah.
and alcohol.
That's a solid
That's
3
solid.
though.
That's a sum.
Like I'm fine with that 3.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Anyways, wait, no, that's not even. That's not even.
Continue
the story.
continue the worm from Tatum's perspective. Thank you.
No, that was the
now
end. That was
it
the end.
goes on to Izzie's.
My- Right.
Okay, now okay.
So I am upstairs with
Chilling.
just chilling, just hanging out. And at some point, I took off my shirt, and I don't have a shirt on, and I think I fell asleep in their shower.
Oh no, that's almost as bad as the floor. That's almost as bad as the floor.
That's worse than the floor. Are you kidding me?
I fall asleep in the shower, and I get woken up by a girl and a guy. And they're like, "Are you okay? Like, it's about 2:30 in the morning. Like, you know where you are?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And so I go out, and I'm not wearing a shirt, and they're like, "Okay, like, you should go." And I was like, "Okay, like, I'm gonna go." And they're like, "You're not." At this point, I was unaware that I wasn't wearing a shirt, and they say, "You can't go anywhere. You're not wearing a shirt."
You're like, sure, you're right.
I was like, "Oh my god, where did it go?" Where did it go? And so they're so nice. They put out a little cot for me in the hallway, and they let me sleep there.
And then
Sloane gets a text
4 a.m.
for it.
It's on GroupMe, by the way,
They
because
direct message her.
nobody had my number. They direct message me on GroupMe, and they say, "Hey, Izzie's here. She's safe right now." And then a separate message is like, "Please come pick her up in the morning." And she's just like our little pet. Just come pick up your dog.
Please pick up your lost dog. So, yeah, I wake up, I find my shirt, I like spontaneously have memory of where my shirt is. I find my shirt and I dip and I just go home. But so that was a fun night too.
Yeah.
Don't drink on antibiotics.
Yeah.
Or just don't drink that much on antibiotics.
Also, probably a good shout. Dude, I don't even know. Like, also, I love that, again, you're the one that's being like, they're texting you like, please pick up your friend who's messed up. Meanwhile, again, Sloane, just last night, did the
Oh,
worm
Just
start.
they're texting their one I'm completely fucked, and they're texting you who had literally just fell down
Ran.
on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, did that and then ran away. Just ran home.
I was still in the house somewhere though. I just
Oh, at
ran
that
like
time?
up the
Okay.
stairs. I made it back to Fletcher again that night.
Yep.
You
That's
always
it.
make it back to
Read
Fletcher.
that text the next morning, not the same day.
Wait, can we tell the edible story of you and Kelly cave?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
This was like last fall, like fall into winter, Sloane's friend Kelly came to visit, and she had brought some
treats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we ate the treats at around 11 or 12.
What treats? Like, as in gummy treat or like
It's like a
cookie?
Rice Krispie treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we wait there for like an hour. Like we
feel
fine.
We
Like, feel fine.
Let's go for a walk.
Let's go for a walk.
Yep, that's the beginning of
And
it.
about 15 minutes into the walk, I think we're standing in the middle of the crosswalk, like standing still.
No. It's like an hour.
To go for pizza.
Wait.
You didn't go for a walk. You intended to get pizza.
We did not get pizza.
You never
didn't
get pizza.
I got pizza.
You're always so excited about pizza and you don't get pizza, is what I'm learning.
I made a pizza
So
today.
we go for a walk, and it's taking us like 30 minutes to like figure out what we're doing. And then all of a sudden, Kelly remembers that, well, it starts to rain. It starts to rain, and Kelly's like, my brother has a house really close. We could just go and like sit under his roof and try to talk to him.
Yeah.
And he also had alcohol. And we were like, that could be a great time. So we walk to the house, and we are standing outside the house. And
No. We're first at the front porch because we talked to the brother first.
No, we didn't go in yet, though.
No, we never went in.
No. We did the roof thing first, I swear.
No, we didn't.
We did it. Never mind, you tell us where.
Alright, so we get to his house, and we're chilling on the porch, and none of us are like knocking or ringing the doorbell. We're just standing on the porch, and we're like,
Eventually
"Oh,
it'll
should
open.
knock." It was like 5 minutes into us standing there. We're like, "Oh." And so one of us eventually knocks. Her brother comes out, and we just
Offers us
stare at
beer.
him. Oh, no, he offers us beer, and me and
Kelly
Izzie go silent.
And Kelly immediately goes, no, we're good. The whole point of going was to get alcohol. And he goes, do you want something to drink? And we go, Kelly, no.
And
like,
so
we're
me
fine.
and Izzie just have nothing to say. We're like sitting there like this,
Silence.
just like silence. And he's like, okay, it was nice seeing you guys. And just kind of like closes the door.
And so we're like, okay, we gotta go back into the rain. And Kelly, I was wearing a raincoat, Sloane was wearing a raincoat. Kelly was wearing 2 sweatshirts to make up for the fact that she didn't have a raincoat. And so Kelly, and we are all drenched, Kelly particularly. And we're like, okay, we can solve this problem. Yeah. Kelly kneel down, and Sloane and I make a roof over Kelly.
And I think we stood there for maybe 20 minutes, like
in the middle of the making a roof.
Yeah, and then eventually
we want to go to pinball.
Like, no, we never went there.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that was earlier in the night.
We played bouncy ball.
We played bouncy ball for a while.
In the middle of an arcade.
Yeah.
Okay.
But eventually we're like on our way to get pizza and like go home and just like have like a chill rest of the night.
At this point in the night, I am so miserable. I become aware of how wet I am, how completely drenched and uncomfortable I am. We are so close to the pizza place.
Mhm.
We are minutes from the pizza place, and we had ordered the pizza. It was ready.
It's like in sight. Like you can see it.
I turn and I look at Sloane and I say, I need to go home. And
It's the saddest voice I've ever heard, though. It was like, I need to go home.
And I start running. I just take off to my dorm. I do not stop running until I walk through the door, and I've never been more uncomfortable in my entire life, and I am drenched, and that's the end of my story. I went to bed and I was real happy, but
yeah, the rest of our night we just got pizza and chilled.
Came back to the room. Christine and I are already in bed.
I go, come eat pizza.
We do pizza. We all come out and sit on the soaking floor and eat pizza at like 3 a.m.
How about you, Dom?
I
Stories to tell us.
I mean, the biggest problem is I've had 9 episodes of talking about all my parties. My first experience with any sort of treats, if you will, Your Honor, was just me, Dimitri, and Tariq chilling at Dimitri's place. And it was absolutely nothing. All right, we played poker and just sat down, and then all of a sudden I just went, oh, I can feel the couch. My head is being dragged backwards.
I can feel the couch.
I can
Izzie
feel
one time.
the couch. Like every part of my like skin that was touching the couch was just getting dragged back, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice." And I was like, "Dimitri, you gotta try this." And Tariq's like, "I'm already doing it, dude."
Oh no.
But that's
Izzie
about
gave
it.
me-
Huh?
Izzie, I don't know how to say this. for your podcast.
I drugged Sloane by
There we go, yeah.
accident. I had made some treats, and in those treats were about 12 grams of treats. 12 grams of treat material
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
But like on a
Yeah.
plate.
on a plate,
Okay.
and I cut them into 9 pieces, just 3 by 3.
Okay.
And I gave one to Sloane. I brought them because I was visiting Sloane and Tatum in Michigan, and I brought them, and I hand one to Sloane, and I said, "Don't eat the whole thing." 5 minutes later,
It's gone.
Sloane has eaten the whole thing.
Go on.
That is about a little less than 1.5 grams of treats that Sloane ingested in less than 5 minutes. And she just...
I just want to say, Izzie took 1, maybe 2 bites out of this. And
I was about to say, if it's 1.5 grams, how did you not like notice after like bite 1 or 2, right?
I was like, wow,
They
this
didn't-
is weird. I was like,
Well, not
It's
not
already
even that. It's like the texture. Like the texture, I feel like at some point you go like, well, this is different.
oh, I knew what it was. She just
Okay.
didn't tell me how much was in it.
Oh,
She was
okay,
I
okay,
said,
okay.
"Only
Yeah,
eat half," and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
did
No,
not.
that's not what you did. You go, I'm going to give you a little bit of this and just eat what I give you. And I go, okay. She's trying to break it apart and just like forgets.
And gives
So
you the
then
whole
just gives me
thing.
the whole thing. And I'm like, this is a big piece, but whatever.
Sloane at one point becomes like one with the bed.
Mhm.
Refuses to move.
At one point, I was like drawing on like a little sticky note. And
And
it's
she
like,
draws the picture that she shows me. She draws a picture, and her foot in the picture is on fire. And I'm thinking she's gonna set this room on fire. That is what this picture means. And she goes, "No."
my foot's really hot. And then Izzie and Tatum, we're in Ann Arbor for like the weekend because this is
Right.
the summer. And so they're just like, okay, we're gonna go, bye. And they leave me there, and I'm like, yeah, go have fun. I make it to the bathroom, I'm like shake walking because I'm just done. And I look in the mirror, and I think I stare at myself for like 30 minutes, and I'm just like, you're not a real person. I was like, you're like made out of mush. And I was like feeling my tongue in my mouth, and I was like, you could just poke right through it.
Oh my god.
Really sorry about that.
Oops.
What?
Was that your first time with treats, or it's just too much that you're just all of a
First
sudden?
time being
Oh,
drugged.
You want to get into something else, unless you guys have any more like party stories or something dumb at Ann Arbor?
Think of something. We can get into other stuff, and we'll think of stuff along the way.
Yeah, tell us your topic stuff.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
you
one
know,
of them. So here's the one of them. I keep trying, but like it keeps failing because the people that I get to it are always like goody two shoes, so it's super lame. It was like, and it's super. It's not even that crazy. Like, is there when you were a kid? When you were a kid, was there anything that like you got into that you definitely shouldn't have, like, or done, or like
Laura.
seen? What?
Bishop just fedoras.
I realized that was not
No.
Your
What are you
answer
ta-
was,
When I was 3 years old, I ate an entire bottle of blue.
Ew.
excuse me?
Yeah.
So this one might have me be.
Alyssa has us all beat, I think, with that one.
Yeah, no, like, how, like, number one, like, I feel like every kid, or most kid, tries, like, soap because they're like, oh, this smells good, and then eats it, and then goes, this is disgusting, this
Never
isn't
ate
good at
soap.
all.
Never,
Never
I
tasted.
used to be a glue
Did you-
eater.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't a glue. I never tried glue.
I think I put pieces on my tongue because I wanted to know what
Yeah, I was eating my fish, and I was like, super interesting. Wonder what it tastes like. Oh, that this time.
Yeah, no, that mindset is why I tried like hand soap, but you're eating straight up glue. You're like, which explains a lot. However,
good.
I don't like pixie sticks. They're
The fuck?
they're so sugary. It's literally just used powdered sugar.
That's
Yeah.
the appeal.
Oh,
the
pixie
point.
sticks? Pixie sticks,
Yeah.
you can feel your veins. Like, it's meth for kids.
That's what I have my diet based around.
Pixie sticks?
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, no, I don't think I ever gotten to anything really like
Pixie sticks.
bad.
I like did dumb things as a kid, but like
Go ahead.
I didn't find anything.
What did you do?
I watched porno, but like that was an accident.
I should hope.
But like it was like, porn. It was definitely soft. It was like, have you ever seen the movie Barbarella?
No.
It's like it's not old. It's like there are faucets in it.
Still pretty old.
Yeah, so pretty old, like 70s maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's around 70s. And my dad like had like a separate drawer of like violent movies that like we weren't allowed to watch.
Were they violent movies or were they?
They were half and half. They were half and half. And so I was like, she looks like a superhero on the cover, and I was like, I should watch this. This was like when I was like 9 or 10 maybe.
Okay.
And it's just like not what I expected. Didn't really understand what was going on. She was just never wearing clothes. And
Okay.
that was
That's fair.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oops. Whoops. You know.
my bad. Happens.
Dad, who's the superhero lady I keep watching?
Dad, I want to be her when I grow up.
So funny.
Sloane, you said you did dumb things as well. You got anything good or no?
Like nothing like scandalous. Like it was just stupid. Like I used to make like booby traps in my house.
I remember you telling me that. I remember you saying that.
You Macaulay Culkin? How did you home alone your own house? Go ahead.
I can see how that would be confusing. She does look like a superhero.
Right? So I watched it.
Oh. That's
That's
valid. That's valid.
Yeah. She looked like Wonder Woman, and I was like, okay, bet. Like, let's watch it. It's not.
It's not. She wasn't.
Was she just naked, or was it like
It
an
was-
actual?
No, it was just overly sexual. Everything it was like very cheesy and very overly sexual.
Yeah, the like
Okay.
cover thing says Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy, who can save the universe?
I see how a little kid could read that and be like, oh my god,
Jane
Wonder
Fonda.
Woman.
That's such a good one.
Oh,
to have as
God.
your first porno. Jane Fonda.
Go.
I used to skip the scenes in like the Notebook when they'd be having the sexy times because I was like, I can't watch.
Did they
this.
ever show the sexy times?
Like, did you know that like Robert Pattinson, like his sex scenes are real in movies? Like he's actually having sex in them?
That's how sex scenes are.
No,
Not.
no.
I didn't know that. I thought they were all real.
All I know is there's a mix of both. So there is some like what Izzy's saying.
That feels a little bit intimate to watch
Yeah.
Each other.
because oh like
I guess
that
that was one thing. So sexist. Yeah, that's valid.
no, but like when the Notebook sex scene came on, I was like, and I would like fast forward through it.
What
And I was
age
like-
were you?
Probably like the ages of like 11 to like 15.
Oh no.
Wow.
You had like intimacy issues, like clearly.
Did you ever see Dana Radcliffe's horns?
No, that
Wow.
scares me.
That was my first experience seeing a penis.
I think mine might have been the scene in Step Brothers.
Where he takes out his balls and rubs them on the jump. Those are fake
Oh,
balls.
God.
Those are not his balls.
Those aren't his balls?
No! Why would you do that?
Still have to see the penis.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the
No
first-
idea.
Wait,
that you haven't seen balls.
that was a while ago. That was a while ago.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way.
Topics.
No, no,
back
no.
to
Here's the
topic.
thing. Here's the thing. It's gonna be really hard for me to think of another title other than those were his balls.
Those were his balls.
That's a fantastic title. You gotta do that.
Okay, wait, another topic.
Another time. Okay.
I don't
Well,
like it.
what?
I don't like what this has turned
No, I don't
into.
like it either.
Okay, you wanna get into something
We've only
that's
been
like
going for like less than an hour.
you want yeah, basic. It's almost hey, we're almost at an hour. You want to get into something that's like happening right now? I'll be honest. Look, dude, I watched Love Island last night. I'm trying to talk more about Love Island. I know Sloane watches it. Izzie, do you?
So,
Is it good?
that's it.
Yes.
It's really
I know,
good.
I watched the UK version. It's
Yeah.
so
The
good.
UK one is better though.
The
Because
UK,
they
yes.
say, have
Do you
a
want to-
cuddle.
Have a
You want to have a
That's the
cuddle?
cutest thing.
Can I pull you for a chat real quick?
That's
Yes.
so cute.
Yes,
Even if a
obviously.
British guy walked up to me and was ugly, if he said, "Can I have a cuddle?"
I
I'd
would
say
say
yes.
yes.
You know how it's like gross when people like ask if they can like kiss you?
Yeah. But when a
That
British
when British
person,
people
when British
do
people
it.
do it, I'm like, you're so elegant
What if it was,
and
like-
respectful.
What if they used like a weird like British word though? So they were like, "Can I canoodle you?"
Would you like to have a chap smack?
Can we snog?
Could we snog? Oh yeah, snog. Can we go for a snog? Is always a bit like yikes.
Podcast name. Can I canoodle you?
Can I canoodle?
I hate it here. Mom picked me up. They want a canoodle.
No, we want to snog and some cuddles.
Snog and cuddles. That kind of
Snog.
sounds like a food.
Snog
Snog
and
and
cuddles.
cuddle. Snog definitely sounds like.
It sounds like a superhero team of like animals.
Snog.
No. Snog is definitely like you go to like a French restaurant that's like super expensive, and that's like one of the appetizers. You're like, oh, I know calamari, but that's a snog.
No. That's an option. That's an option for Dick Dash. That is an option. Snog and cuddles.
An option for what? Excuse me?
Dick
Our,
Dash.
our friend Maureen came up with a brilliant idea that there should be like a DoorDash but for sex. So
Okay.
like you order like your driver, you know,
I'm like a
Driver.
van.
and then like
Extra
you have to
driver
see
You need a picture of the face.
and the body but separately.
Yeah, so you don't get like
Yeah,
distracted.
And then
You get-
so it'd be like an app purchase, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it just shows up like this person
and then
will
you
give
would
you
tip.
100
Yeah.
or something, you know what I mean? So then Dick Dash. But one of the options
Snog
would be
and cuddles. So
Snog,
not even like
snog
a
and
dick.
cuddle.
Yeah, it's like cute.
So
I don't-
here's the thing: you've already jumped past like legalization of prostitution, and then how can we make it more efficient? DoorDash levels. But then like I just can't imagine like giving someone a rating or a tip afterwards. Like, could you imagine like someone having a 3-star rating? They're like, oh man.
I would be real
That would
sad.
be so sad.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
cuddle.
A 5-star cuddle would be the best compliment you could get. Are you
Oh,
kidding
I
me?
yes.
That shit would hurt my feelings. The ratings.
I would be so sad if I got a snog and cuddle and they gave me a 1-star. I think
No,
that
yeah,
would
because
destroy
the
me.
drivers can rate you as well as like a passenger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That would be funny. Because I just, in this scenario, picture myself as the driver,
Yes,
obviously.
same.
Because
Okay.
Cause like a lady.
we're the founders of Dick Dash.
Yeah.
CEO and first employees. All right, fantastic. I also imagined like they'd have the same thing of the taxi cab company being like, "Oh, they're taking all our jobs. They're pushing us out of the city." Except again, it's Dick Dash, so it'd be very yikes. Do you have any
Okay, but
other?
here-
I have
Oh.
stickies.
Not as sick as
Listen,
this.
I have a thought.
Yeah.
That's not my hand.
Dick Dash would just be more for food. Dick Dash can be for like the suburbs, rural areas.
I don't like where this is going. It's fine on my side. Just keep going. Tell me about your rural Dick Dash.
Necessarily rural, but like if
Rural.
you're like prostitutes on the streets, that's like big city stuff.
Yeah.
So Dick Dash can be more of the other areas.
Yeah.
Are you
the
talking
suburbs.
urban versus
Like the
suburban?
housewives, the lonely house, the
Yeah.
single moms, the single parents.
Yeah.
The closeted gay kids.
The closeted gay kids.
I think that'd be great for the closeted gay kids.
I think we could make it like a humanity project.
There
Yes.
you go.
Oh my
Our service project. Like us.
Audio issues and copyrighted music later.
I don't know.
Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play. I'll tell you now. It'll end immediately. It'll end immediately. You won't get a shout out. I'll just end it right here, dude.
Is Dominic getting gay? I don't think I want a shout out.
Don't. That's also fine, but don't play the song. Do you look? Do you guys have any common awkward moments or something that just happens to you or around you?
That's why we were
Common?
bumbling.
Yeah. Or just like a super awkward moment that's happened to you besides, running out of houses and trying to leave and not noticing you don't have a shirt.
I want to say everything I do.
Yeah, same.
What?
Have one in specific? Why did you think of this?
What did you think of?
Awkward moments.
Huh? Sorry?
I know that I have them. I can't think of any
It's
right now.
it's everything.
It's literally every day.
Awkward
It's
moments?
every day, bro.
One time I
she
was
falls a lot.
no. Can I tell the awkward moment? When I said A, think about it. This happened. This happened months ago. Like 3 months ago. I'm so sorry. I'm being loud. This happened like 3 months ago. Sloane came to visit, and we were walking down near the river. I live in Pittsburgh, and so I was wearing a Michigan something, and somebody walked past me and said, "Go blue," and I froze and just said A. And kept walking, and like I flash back to that moment like every couple of days because I'm still embarrassed about it. Is he frozen or is he
I should be
So-
fine.
he's very still?
He's a still boy.
I'm not having problems over here, so keep going.
Okay.
That was the end of my story.
It's not the awkward.
It's not that awkward.
Yeah.
But like I just think about it all the time and it makes me really sad.
I'm trying to think of something specific.
Yeah, it's literally every day.
But
I'm just like, God damn it.
I like go outside and I feel awkward.
I passed the building. I just don't know how to like.
3 times and had to turn around.
Oh,
at that
dude,
intersection because I'm
I went for a 5-mile run today, not to like brag or
Ooh,
anything.
she's training for a marathon.
Oops.
Oops, he says that a lot. Oops.
Oops.
But I was coming back, and the building that we live in is like super obvious. It's like very tall, and it just says University Towers on it.
Okay.
And
Well,
I just passed right by it, and I was like,
When
where
was this?
this morning?
Oh.
And I was like, where am I? And then I had to turn around in front of these 2 middle-aged men, and they just kind of laughed. And
That's
said,
the
"On
awkward
side."
thing when you realize
Ooh,
you're
the guy from
going.
yesterday.
Oh, that was
There
scary.
we go. We have one.
oh?
I don't know if we told you
I
about
think we
this.
told you, but you were very drunk. You probably don't remember.
Yeah, so yesterday, me and Amber were going to go get food, and we were walking out of my building, and we were just like walking, and this like very like bigger dude, not like fat, just like bigger dude.
Yeah.
Here's which we talked about it yesterday. You need to be a certain person to pull it off, and he wasn't the person.
He wasn't
to
the
pull it
type
off.
of person to pull it off.
Okay, fair enough.
He comes up to us, and he's like, "Hey, do you guys like know the area at all?" And Amber's like, "I don't. She does." And I'm like, "Yeah, I live around here. Like, I kind of know." You
We
know?
thought he was gonna ask for directions.
Yeah, because when someone asks, like, "Hey, do you know the area?" That's like, "Do you know where this is?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of know what's up." And he was like, "Can I like walk around with you guys for a little bit?"
And we both become like very visibly
Like
uncomfortable.
it's
We,
like the tense, like,
Oh, this guy.
and we're like, and he's like,
yeah.
unless you have like plans or
And
whatever.
I was like,
we're
and so
we're
I
going
say,
to
I'm
get
like, we're going to go
food.
get food, and he goes, "Oh, perfect," and starts walking with us.
And we were like, and he's like, unless you're like uncomfortable, and he
And-
like
and
kept
I was like,
talking, and we were like,
Yeah.
and so then eventually Sloane was just like, sorry, and we just walked away.
You guys just like also like
He must have been a freshman. He must have.
you got everyone in that situation is awkward as hell. All right, because like this guy kept like giving you outs of being like, just like tell me to get lost, right? He's like, unless you have plans and.
Like wouldn't take him, but we wanted him to leave.
Yeah, no. Also, the biggest thing that he should have noticed is he was like, unless you have plans, and you're like, oh yeah, we do have food plans, and he's like, great, and then just started walking with you.
No, but I point out that this is like a big dude approaching two girls in like the sober light of day, like bold.
If it was
Really bold
nighttime
of
and
you
we
to
were
do.
drunk and he was trying to just like, I don't know, chill.
Like
Chat.
make a friend.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
just
like,
wanted some homies. Come on.
But it was like 2 p.m.
It was 2 p.m. The sun was out.
Okay, yeah. What?
Leave us alone.
Yeah, he's trying to look for friends, so he's not standing outside, asking if other people don't have plans so they can walk with him.
That's not how you make friends.
That's the wrong
Of course it isn't. All right, I'm not defending the guy, but I'm saying why he's a weirdo. All right.
Yeah.
And anyways, you probably walked away.
Go to Panera with us.
I love the thought that this guy, like, you walked away, and then this guy's like, assholes, and he's like, I'm gonna tell all my friends about this later.
I
Like,
don't know if he has any friends.
Yeah, I kind of hear
Exact-
his like point of view.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was like,
Like,
these
thought
guys led us
process.
on, like, made me think we were gonna go get food together,
Yeah.
and then said, don't walk
They
with
got me all excited.
no, that's the first story he tells to the friends he makes. He's like, hey, can I come with you guys? These girls were rude to me earlier. Like, they're fake.
Walked up to the next group of girls and was like, please don't be as bitchy as the other girls.
Ends up it's just you two again coming back from Panera. It's just you coming back from Panera. He forgot who he was talking to. He's like, I hope you're not as bitchy as the girls that left me for Panera. You're like, yeah, don't know who that is. You have like leftovers you're trying to hide.
He like does the afternoon because then we're walking back, like every guy who I thought
We were like,
vaguely resembled him, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be him again. He's gonna be like, oh, you're done with lunch, time to hang out.
Oh, now that you don't have any plans.
Time for our play date.
What?
Time for our play date.
Hate that one. Hate that one with a passion.
I think that's what he was thinking.
I do too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
For some reason, that just reminded me that, like, I said nothing has been going on, but I completely forgot that I haven't talked about the fact that me, Dimitri, and Tariq just drove down to Chicago for a few nights.
I was supposed to go with you guys.
Yeah,
I told Dimitri that I would go to it.
yeah. Oh, trust me, that's already been discussed that y'all are fake, so don't worry about it. You can't make plans. That's been discussed. But anyways, while we were there and having fun, because, we went to Chicago, lol, we did entirely dumb things, including, like, in a weird fashion, but almost like the weirdo that came up to you, like, in the middle of the day, on the second day, we just had lunch, we're about to go over to this, like, open mic night place that we saw, that had, like, okay enough reviews, right? But we're like, whatever, we'll go. I mean, everything's basically shut down because COVID, but the stuff that is open for entertainment at night, we'll go check out, right? So on our way there, it's like a 30-minute walk from the Airbnb. And while we're going over there, it's in our city, so we're seeing, like, homeless people, right? But none of them are really, like, approaching or, like, trying to, like super get your attention. They kind of are just sitting or standing with their sign or whatever. But this one lady who has, like, basically a walker seat just, like, comes up to us, kind of, and she's like, hey, can I ask you a question? And of course, Dimitri and Tariq turn, and I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on here. And she's like, I don't want money or anything. I just, like, it's really hot, and I'm hungry. And again, this is, like, before 6, right? And we're like, okay, what does she want? Like a water or something, or food? We're like, we don't know the area, right? So we don't know anything. And she's like, can you give me ice cream? And all of us just get taken aback that she wants ice cream. And she points over. She's like, the Ghirardelli's right there. We're like,
oh, she wants the spendy stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, but again, she's just like, I'm hungry. It's high. I don't want money. I just could you give me ice cream? And all of us are, again, just taken aback by this. And Tariq's like, Huh?
We would have
100%
gotten
would have gotten her an ice cream.
No, so our immediate thing is like, well, it's like 6. Why do you want ice cream, dude? That's not gonna. Tariq instantly is like, that's not gonna fill you up, dude. We'll pick you up like a sandwich and water. And she's like, there's the I think Walgreens or Walmart, and we're like, okay, where's that at? And she points, and it's like a few feet away from us. We're like, all right, cool. So we go in there, grab the sandwich and the 2 waters, and come back out.
You didn't get her an ice cream?
You didn't get her any ice cream.
What does that mean?
She wanted ice
That's
cream.
She wanted ice cream.
Anyways, so as we're giving her the sandwich and the 2 waters, she doesn't even like look up or make eye contact with. She just like 1,000 yards staring forward, just like, thank you, and we're just like, oh, okay, and we just kept walking. And I was like, she was so pressed we didn't get her ice cream.
Why?
What?
When we were in Chicago, my mom and I had a homeless man ask us for Starbucks, so we got it for him. I
Yeah.
had a homeless man ask me to marry him.
Homeless people are allowed to have cravings too, just because they're homeless.
Yeah,
Yes, but it's like 6 p.m. No, we were looking out for we were looking out for her, right? We're like, that's not gonna fill you up, dude. You're still gonna be hungry after. Like, that's not anything. So we got her a sandwich and water.
We'll get you
$1
ice cream, but let us also get you like a sandwich
Yeah,
so that
right.
you're full.
and not give her that like.
I don't. We helped out. Look, all right. If we're gonna play this game, Sloane, did you marry the guy who asked you to marry him? Yeah, didn't think I would have married him. I would have married him. Yeah, what the? What was the context behind the homeless dude?
What was the
What'd you say?
context of the
What was the
proposal?
context?
I was walking down, like it was in Ann Arbor, but it was before I went to school here.
Mhm.
So I was probably like a sophomore in high school. I
Okay.
was walking with my buddies down
See, we're of
here.
age. That's why she didn't marry him.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
why.
yeah.
Suck it, dumb. But
That's why you're not on the podcast. Go ahead.
Some dude just like pokes my shoulder, and I'm like, and
Oh,
I
he
turn,
pokes you. That's a little bit scary.
That's
That's
So
what
why
yeah,
Okay.
that's definitely like a step ahead of not like talking to you or being in front of you, just like
yeah, no, he was like super aggressive, like, marry me.
marry me right now.
And I was like, no. And I was like, I was a sophomore, so I was scared. Still would be, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's-
For sure, like,
Your personality wasn't fully
personality was
developed
not
then either.
developed at that point, and I was like super shy, like a little bit like.
He pulls out like a Wendy's Crave case with an onion ring in it. You're like, that's a bad choice. I'm gonna.
I don't know. I think Sloane would fall for that, though, if he tried to pretend to have something to be a ring. She'd be like, oh, I want to say yes.
I feel like that's a little bit of a romantic story.
But handsome.
Sloane. That was the same guy who was talking if you wanted to walk around before you went to Panera, alright? That was the same guy. You just don't know. He cleaned up, alright?
Yeah,
What?
this
He
guy,
was probably like 60, 70.
and then our
Okay.
guy was probably 18.
Oh, Benjamin Button.
Maybe.
Yeah. You could be going to college without debt right now, but instead you didn't, marry homeless Benjamin Button.
But how would that
Sorry,
be no debt?
I realized through the joke. I realized through the joke. I was like, he's 60. All right, so maybe he's got. Then I remembered he was homeless. All right, so it just fell through.
Insurance.
I thought you were going with the name Benjamin. Then you had money.
Like,
Name's Benjamin. Wealthy.
Yeah, that's fair.
My
I'd marry a
brother's name
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Don't say that.
Let's get
That's
married.
weird.
It's real
Benjamin
weird.
is as close you can get to like the British accent for a name,
No, because I like
or
the
Charles.
I like the idea that you could shorten it to like Benji, because I
I
think that would
hate
be a
that.
cute thing to
Cute.
call.
I
somebody.
disagree
I would
with
totally call
the.
someone
I think
Benji.
Nathaniel is more British than.
Nathaniel's
Benjamin.
also a good one.
Edward's
There's
good
a kid
too.
at the country club I work at, and his name is Pennington.
Did you just
Oh
say
my
Ken?
God. Is he a teddy bear? What the hell? Like,
First name.
that's Paddington.
I don't
What?
care.
I made the joke, is he a teddy bear? And then remembered that's Paddington, which I've also never seen. So,
Okay,
Also,
those
there
jokes
was-
are just falling through.
dude, I'm bombing tonight, dude. I hate it here. Mom picked me up.
we're funny, so like I get that.
So it
it's
doesn't happen to
intimidating.
us.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
You're right. You're right. You know what? And that I feel like, I mean, unless I hate it here. I'll be honest. I'm just like getting more and more angry, dude. Y'all want to end it here? Unless you have anything else? I'm kidding.
I feel sad.
Why
Dude,
does
Dom
that
hates
It
us.
does not
This
like
is gonna
us.
be your most viewed
Viewed podcast.
It's gonna be.
Anyways, so dude, Izzie, you got anything you want to shout out before I end this, dude? Is anything? Insta, Snapchat, anything? No.
We would like to remain anonymous.
That's also no. That also works if you don't want anything.
Nothing.
Amber.
Nothing. Hi, Amber. Welcome to the podcast. Bye, Amber. Bye from the podcast. All right, dude. Let's get the hell out of here.
I can't believe Dom hates us.
He does not like us.